Hey, I was going to add this to the end of the video, but nobody's ever around to hear the end. So I thought I would say this at the beginning. I know that it almost seems like I'm thinking that my channel is so important to people, and I know that it's not. So just let me get that out of the way. It's just important to me. And, I only have a handful of subscribers, and I'm fine with that because I don't know if you've been able to tell, but the more pressure that gets put on me to say something or think of something, I freeze up. So I'm okay with that. But the few subscribers that I do have, they're hard won, and most of them are Bella subscribers, and that's really why I wouldn't want people to start not coming to the channel, because I upload so many cute videos of her. I love sharing her antics, and so that's really what I'm most concerned about. So I just want to put it out there. I'm not making a whole thing out of it. I'm just trying to make sure that it doesn't become a thing. But like I said in the upcoming video that I just attached, I think everything's fine, although I did think that about a month ago when I saw that horrible response that KCL made to another channel, and I thought, oh my God, it's going to really jump off. And this was before it even jumped off. And then I saw the next morning that she had taken the video down. So I was like, oh, okay, people, I was overreacting because she took it down. So everything's going to be fine. And within a couple of days, it just really blew up. And she wound up, canceling her channel, which was a big thing to her anyway. So I called that one wrong too. Come to think of it, my rate of success for predicting things is pretty bad. But anyway, yeah, so that's it. So just wanted to throw that out there. I'm not making a big thing out of it. I just want to make sure that, I was trying to ensure that it didn't become a big thing. But sometimes when you do that, you make it a big thing, right? It's just the way it is. Anyway, here's the video, and thanks again. Bye now. Hey y'all, so I had posted that Fisher cut bait video for earlier today, just in case my page got a lot of traffic to see if anybody was going to be like sour grapes or trying to blast me for trying to ruin their fun, which I cannot stand being in the same sentence as something like that. But like I told you, got in the swim of it. But I think it's going to be okay. So I'm going to pull that other video because it doesn't feel good to be that apologetic. I don't think I really did anything wrong, so I'm going to take it down. But if anybody does come from the DC hating on me because they read an older post, just so you know, I'm really sorry that by making so many points that it resonated with the owner of the thread and she shut it down. But luckily that other person took it over. It was on my part a really poor judgment call. I'm going to say that because I just didn't realize how passionate everybody was about continuing to keep that thread going. And that was my bad. So sorry about that, but you don't have to worry because I'm not going to come within a mile of Reddit. It's, first of all, nothing against it, but I will say this. Okay, so I'm starting out with an apology. By the time I'm done, I'm going to blast them so much. But I just found it to be a kind of a hostile place at times because, like, one girl shared my video. I mentioned that to y'all, and I wish she hadn't have done it because, most times when people come to my channel, they kind of know, what they're getting. And they don't analyze my channel and everything I say so much, They just listen, okay, this chick's Gabby Broad, whatever. And they just click off or whatever, There's not a lot of... But when that girl shared the video, I guess that caused the people that were looking at it to scrutinize it. And that's the reason that it got so many comments, saying that I was trying to start something and I was passive aggressive. And this one girl even wrote, I'm staying far away from bossy Texas chick. What? if anything, you should be going to my channel and coming closer to Bossy Texas Chick. I'm just kidding. There's really nothing to see here, folks, short of if you love cat videos, because if you go on my shorts tab, there's hundreds of videos of Bella. But yeah, no, I mean, it just felt weird, and it just felt like it was, I don't know. Like I said, it was just kind of hostile to people that didn't agree with them, and there weren't too many comments about people that didn't agree. And I should have recognized that. So I think that's on me, because, you shouldn't shoot off your mouth in the middle of a room that nobody is thinking like you are, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I read a comment by Cliff, hi Cliff, that you felt that they was, trying to squash my freedom of speech, or I was squashing my own freedom of speech, or censoring myself, as M. Christine said. But I don't look at it like that anymore, because maybe at one time, heck yeah. But, I silenced myself about 15 years ago, I think. It's been that long, even before the whole country got woke. I was on HuffPo. I'll never forget the day. And I saw something come across the feed about they're going to start to put fingerprint sensors on guns. And stupid me, or naive me, I shouldn't call myself stupid, but yeah. I was like, that is such a cool idea. And I should never have said that, because the second I did, the fallout from that was so unbelievable. I mean, you talk about hate. Even on my channel, people just found me, and they just, for weeks, I was getting all this fallout, for lack of a better word, where people, I remember one comment said, I hope that your daughter is raped in the middle of the night and you can't protect her because your fingerprint won't register on your gun and she gets killed. Or it was pretty bad. And that just threw me so much for a loop that I was like, you know what? It's really not worth it to comment anymore. And shortly after that, so many sites stopped even allowing comments. For a while, it was like there was no comments allowed anywhere. And it blew my mind, because after every article, you used to see 131 comments or whatever the amount, and everything was on the biggest sites, it would say comments are turned off, and I was like, wow. So I think it's recovered from that a little bit, but really, lesson learned, man. I mean, if you want to engage and defend yourself to the death, then yeah, speak your mind and have at it. But if you're not seeking any kind of drama or chaos or hate, I would say just, don't be so vocal. But even as I say that, I'm like, well, that's funny coming from me, because if you go into any of my favorite lives, you're going to see the whole screen any given time. Bossy Texas Chick, shut up. But I think the difference is that I feel pretty comfortable there. I think if you go somewhere where people kind of know you and they know that you don't, like to create chaos or whatever, I think you have a better chance of not having any repercussions from saying what you think. And to be honest, I've gone in some chats that there are like people just, like I said, I walk into the room and I can't seem to overcome the fact that they think that I'm there to cause trouble. And I see a certain amount of hostility when I'll make a comment, and I'm just like, psh, I'll just pop out, because it's not worth it. That's the whole thing. It's not worth it. I mean, maybe if I were a lot younger, it might seem worth it to take a stand and to, fight for my right to say this or say that. But now, I don't know, just old and tired, I guess. And it just, your priorities change, and you're just like, okay, whatever, take it. You can have it. Although I've pretty much always been that way. After I got out of high school, I was a bully. I was a big bully. I really was. But, once I graduated, I would run into some of my old classmates that were, part of that clique. And I was like, oh, what was I thinking? And I've never been I never was one. I became a lone wolf, I guess, and I just never really liked making trouble, causing trouble, being in the midst of trouble. And yeah, and that's me, the peacemaker. Okay, thanks for listening, y'all. Bye.